Hello, it's another week. And this week we're gonna be focusing on market analysis from the week which is starting on 8th of July and gonna end on 12th of July. Okay, this is the first pair which you're gonna be looking at, and this is XAUUSD. For the coming week, you're gonna be having like a bearish direction, and the reason behind is because of the clear double tops formation. So we're expecting that the market will come down toward this area, and from this area we'll be looking for a bullish direction. Yep, this is XAUUSD, and this is H4 time frame. Let us look on another pair. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for this coming week, it's AUD JPY. And for AUD JPY, it's going to be bullish, and the reason behind is because of clear shoulders and the head. And this week we had a second shoulder formation, so we're anticipating that price will continue moving up. And this is AUD JPY, and this is the H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at for the coming week is CHF JPY. And on CHF JPY, we're going to be having a bearish direction, and the reason behind is because there is a blockage of an uptrend, and also there is a support or resistance which has been broken. So what are we expecting? We're expecting to see a pullback toward this zone. Then from there we'll be looking for a bearish direction toward this area, and from this area we'll be waiting for a pullback. Then from there we get another entry for selling direction so that you can continue going down. This is CHF JPY, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing for the coming week is Euro JPY. And on Euro JPY, we're going to be looking on the bullish direction, and the reason behind is because of clear double bottoms which were formed in the past. Now we can see like a triple bottom has been formed, so we're anticipating that price will form the clear triple tops. So we will have a break of the neck and then retest. Then from there we'll be moving toward that area. So our entry point for the coming week, it's either we take an entry from this point, and also we take our second entry after the break and retest of this support or resistance. This is Euro JPY, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing for the coming week is GBP JPY, and for GBP JPY also we'll be having a bullish direction, and the reason behind is because of clear breakdown of a downtrend, and also a clear retest which was made, and also a clear formation of double bottoms, of which we are anticipating that this is the first shoulder, and this is the head. Now we will be having the second shoulder so that you can continue going up with this pair. This is GBP JPY, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing for the coming week apart from GBP JPY is NZD JPY, and for NZD JPY we'll be having a bearish direction, a short-term bearish direction, and the reason behind it is the clear double tops formation. So we'll have a clear down move, of which we come back to touch the trend line, and which it will be the retest of this broken downtrend. Then from there we'll be having a bullish direction toward that area. And the reason behind for us to continue going there is because of the first shoulder, head, and this is like a second shoulder formation, so we'll be going up with it. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on apart from NZD JPY is USD JPY. And for USD JPY for the coming week, we'll be having a bullish direction, and the reason behind is because of the broken of the downtrend, and also a clear head and shoulder pattern formation, whereby we have the first shoulder, we have the head, and then the second shoulder. So we're anticipating that price after breaking the neck, it will retest. Then from there we'll be having a bullish direction toward that area. So our entry point will be after the broken of the neck and the retest. This is USD JPY, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week, it's CAD JPY. And on CAD JPY, when we see clearly there was a breakage of the trend. There was a breakage of the trend. Now what we're waiting for is like a pullback. Then from there we get our entry so that you can be having a bullish direction. A bullish direction which will be focusing toward this target. And the reason behind for us to continue having a bullish direction is because of clear head and shoulder pattern formation, which can be seen here. So we're anticipating it's going to be going that direction. Another pair which you're going to be having apart from CAD JPY is Euro AUD, And Euro AUD for the coming week is going to be having a bearish direction, as 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 the reason behind is because of the clear first shoulder. We have a head. We're anticipating that maybe price might go up, but that is very low probability. Then from there it will drop down. So our entry point, it will be whenever the market open, we look for an entry here. Even if we get stopped out, we wait for the market to come back toward this area so that we can get our entry, so that we can continue going down with it. So for the coming week, Euro AUD, we're going to be looking on the bearish direction. Another pair which we're going to be focusing on for the coming week, apart from Euro AUD, is Euro USD. And on Euro USD, we're going to be having a bullish direction. When you go back to daily time frame, as you can see, still we are in a move of wedge, whereby the price has come back to touch a certain uptrend. So we're anticipating price will continue moving up. When we move to H4, this will be our entry point. We'll be looking for an entry point on Monday at this area, and if we succeed to get an entry, we will be moving with it. But if we fail to succeed, we will look for an entry after the brokerage of this support or resistance. Then from there, we'll be looking for our target toward bullish direction. This is Euro USD, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on is EURCAD. And for EURCAD for the coming week, we're going to be having a bearish direction. When we move to the daily, we can see the clear picture. We have like a wedge formation, but this wedge formation does not guarantee us going up, as there is an uptrend which was respected in the past and it has been breached out. So what are we anticipating? We're anticipating that price will continue moving down. But our target for the coming week, it will be this area, because this is just like a strong zone. And then from there, we'll be waiting for a breakout of this support resistance and a good retest. Then from there, we'll continue selling it. But if we fail to see such kind of sign, we just wait until price pulls back to come and retest this broken support and resistance. Then we get our second entry for selling toward going that way. This is EURCAD, and this is daily time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week is EURCHAF. And for EURCHAF, we'll be looking for a bearish direction for the coming week, and the reason behind is because of the certain rectangle which was breached out last week, and it has come back to retest. So we'll be looking for our bearish direction toward that area. Let us look for our entry in H4 time frame, because this is daily. So in H4 time frame, we can see like a rectangle formation. So we are waiting for a breakout. It might either break up or down, but the high probability to break down, so that you can continue moving down with it. This is EURCHAF, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week is EURGPB. And on EURGPB, we'll be looking for a bearish direction. As you can see, we are the first shoulder. Now we are anticipating this is the second shoulder. Now price will come back and have a pullback to form the second shoulder, so that you can continue moving down toward that area. This is EURGPB, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be focusing on for the coming week is EURNZ. And on Euro NZ for this coming week, we'll be having like a bullish direction, a short-term bullish direction. But this short-term bullish direction is going to be forced by a first shoulder head, and then we might have a second shoulder. Then we will have a pullback toward that area. Then from there, we'll be selling it. This is Euro NZ, and this is H4 time frame. Another pair which you're going to be looking at for the coming week, apart from Euro NZ, is CAD-CHF. And for CAD-CHF, this coming week, you're going to be having a bearish direction, of which the reason behind is because it has reached to a certain point. Let us look on the daily. It has reached to a certain point whereby there is a very strong trend line, which has been respected more than 3 times in the past. So we're anticipating that the price will start dropping from the next week. But if we get a signal, the entry point, our entry point is after the break and retest of this support of this trend line, is when you're going to be selling. If it breaches out in the top and they retest very well, then we'll be buying that pair. But high probability for the coming week, we'll be selling. Okay, this is the last pair for for this analysis. And for those who need training, we'll be off in Dar es Salaam from 1st of August. So for those who need training from today until 8th of August, one-to-one training in Dar es Salaam, physical training, the seats are still available. And for those who need online training, the seats are still available. Happy paper chasing week, traders.